Hello, I just recently posted this picture on Instagram. I wanted to make a small video about kind of my process, but I didn't take any behind the scenes footage because I'm a big dumb. So I'm just kind of doing a recap from the post side. I'm going to talk about how I kind of took the image, how we figured out what we were going to do, and how the editing went. So yeah, let's get into it. So I went up to Yosemite to take some cool pictures there. That didn't work out. There were hundreds of thousands of people. That's not accurate. There was a lot of people there, and we literally were driving around for about 3 hours. We could not find parking, so we decided to leave. But there was a really cool lake by the hotel we were staying. We were in Bass Lake. It's about an hour out of Yosemite. And we were just walking around taking pictures, enjoying the rest of the day. And my girlfriend Ashley found a little area where she could walk into the lake, and she was really hot, so she just decided to start walking into the lake. And I was like, that would be a really cool shot if she was all the way submerged and we had like the sunset in the background with a mountain and all that stuff. And I don't know what it is about the hands, the like encroaching evil hands that I like to do. But I thought this would be a perfect image to include those in to add some depth and cool flair. And thankfully my brother was there too to help out. And so they were both super awesome and were both like down to get into the water and take this image, which is super cool. Thank you to both of you guys. I knew that I wanted to take the image from really low down, like right next to the water, because I think that just adds so much more depth and we can do more with the hands popping out of the water. So I decided to put it on a tripod, put it at the water level, just above so it wouldn't get wet. I think I ruined my tripod though, but you know, that's fine, it was breaking anyways. So yeah, so actually it ended up where both John-Luke and Ashley, how I wanted to take the image, they both had to be submerged under the water. So that that came up with a couple really funny behind the scenes pictures. But yeah, no, they killed it. Having to go underwater, hold your breath for an image while posing is incredibly hard, and I don't appreciate my models enough, I feel like, so thank you guys again. But yeah, we had to take all these photos really quickly, and I actually took about 30 to composite together. But we had to take them quickly because the sun was setting, and when you're taking a composite image and the lighting is changing, that is like no good. You cannot do both of those things at the same time. It really sucks. So I had to take them as quickly as possible, and I'll get into this later when I'm on the computer, but I actually had to adjust them later because the lighting did change. But we took them all really quickly, we got it all done. And yeah, let's actually jump into the editing right now. All right, so I'm gonna just start off here in post, showing you we went through a lot of pictures. We were just trying to find the right placing of the hand. Like this one definitely didn't work. This one, my brother's foot actually popped up in the background. That didn't work. And eventually we landed on this, which is, I think, perfect. I really liked it. But then we had some other struggles. Both Ashley and John-Luke had to hold their breath, so that was a hard time, but we eventually did it. And then I took a ton of photos of just my brother under the water without Ashley and all of his different hand positions. Took quite a few. Yeah. But as you can see, even here, it gets darker. I had to lighten up each image. You can see here the before. That was how dark it was, and so I had to bring it up back to the same exposure as the original image, the one with Ashley in it. So that in itself actually took a while, but after I got all the selects, I think, how many did I pick? I ended up with 13 hand images that I decided to put into this final image. And let's actually look in Photoshop, see how that worked. So let's take them all away. So that's just the regular image, no editing. I added a little bit of eye pop. Then I just started adding the hands one by one, getting them in there. They look totally wrong when you see the original image and then you just throw it in on top without any others. But once they all come together, it kind of works out. And especially if you haven't seen the original image, you wouldn't notice anything really looking that wrong. Yeah, and so that's about all I did in Photoshop. Just the compositing. It takes forever. It's literally me just going in to these, let's see, which hand is this? To these layer masks and just fine-tuning them like this. Not like this, because this is terrible, but just doing that for basically like 3 or 4 hours. And then there you go. You have all those hands in the water. Trying to think of anything else I can tell you about this post process. Oh yeah, another thing I can say, not only was the lighting changing during this, but I didn't think about water isn't solid and changes constantly, and so all these ripples, I actually just kind of got really lucky that they all kind of matched, at least enough where it didn't seem super weird. And again, if you haven't seen the original image, it kind of helps me mitigate that the weird choppy water. But yeah, that's about it. Took me a bit in Photoshop to do, and then Lightroom was kind of a breeze. I just color corrected it, and yeah, it turned out great. Okay, that was the process for this image. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry it wasn't a full behind the scenes, but I can't really do that right now. It's just me and one camera, so I can't even set it up on a tripod to record the behind the scenes. But you know, maybe someday if I'm not broke. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you learned anything or anything like that and you liked it, please subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Check out my Instagram to see these pictures before I talk about them on YouTube and all that jazz. Cool. Have a good day. Bye. I'm done.